Another big week in football. A new coach at Real Madrid. A great start for new Manchester United coach. Arsenal lost points and Liverpool. They will have a new head coach. Here we go. The first Manchester derby. Manchester United, Manchester City. It was really great match for Manchester United. They beat Manchester City 2-0 and Manchester United, it was really great match. Manchester United in the defense, it was really amazing because Manchester City, they didn't have a lot of chances in the first half. In the second half, Manchester City didn't have a lot of chances in this match, and Michael Carrick, he chose maybe the best tactics for this match. Pragmatism, it was pragmatic Manchester United. Michael Carrick, he did not have a lot of days, weeks, months for build something in Manchester United, and he chose the best tactics, pragmatism, and it was really, I think, it was really great tactics against Manchester City, because Manchester City, they had a lot of wins in a row. They are the last match not so great, but this is Manchester City and they have really a lot of top players and they can destroy you if you give them one chance. It will go, and Manchester United, they did not give them a lot of chances. Manchester City had maybe one great chance. That's all. Manchester United had 4, 5. They had really a lot of chances in this match, and I think that Manchester United, they could destroy this Manchester City, and Manchester United scored 3 goals, or maybe 4. They scored 4 goals, but 2 goals, these were offsides, and Manchester United could destroy this Manchester City, and it was really awful match for Manchester City because they didn't know what they would do with this defense, because Manchester United in the defense, it was really park the bus. So, like, for me, really great start for Michael Carrick, great match for Manchester United. Pragmatism, it was pragmatic Manchester United, but right now for Manchester United, very important that they got 3 points in this match and they beat Manchester City. It was only first match for Michael Carrick, but first match, Manchester derby, and he beat Manchester City 2-0. Manchester City had problems with defense. They didn't have Diaz, they didn't have central backs. They had problems with defense, but you didn't have problems with midfield, with attack, so you could score goals, but your attack, your midfielders, they could not show anything in attack. So it's a really great match for Manchester United, awful match for Manchester City, and I hope that, it was only first match, but I hope that Manchester United will play another football. This pragmatism really great when you play Liverpool, Arsenal, when you play against these teams, Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, maybe Chelsea, when you know that they have really great first squads, when you know that they have high defensive line, it's really great options, really great tactics, pragmatism, and when you build team only few days, it's really great. But when you play against Brentford, Crystal Palace, Wolves, Burnley, you should show another football, and I hope that Michael Carrick will build something interesting in this Manchester City, and I hope that Manchester City in Manchester United, and I hope that Manchester United, they will give him a lot of chances. I don't want that Manchester United, they will replace him right now, because I would know that they want that with Enrique that he will new coach, or other Glasner, or maybe someone else. I don't want that right now, and he showed that he can be with Manchester City. Yeah, we will see the next match, but I think that Manchester United, they will have really great matches. The next 2, 3, maybe 4 matches, it will maybe really great. Yeah, the next match, this is Manchester United Arsenal. Yeah, it will really hard, but with this pragmatism, if they play like in this match, they will beat Arsenal, or maybe they will not lose that match. So I hope that Michael Carrick will show really something interesting. They will get points, and Manchester United will not replace him, because when you replace coach really often, you will not beat great team. The next, Arsenal, and they lost very important points. Arsenal, Nottingham Forest. In this match, Arsenal looked really great. They had a lot of chances. They could score 2, 3 goals. They had chances. Gyökeres, his attack, Madueke, Martinelli, they had chances in this match, but they didn't score goals. Nottingham Forest showed nothing in this match. They didn't have any chances against this Arsenal, so Arsenal didn't win this match because they were unlucky in attack. Because, like, for me, this is a balance that Arsenal lost points in this match, because they had 2 awful matches in attack. Everton, Arsenal, Wolves, Arsenal, when Arsenal, they beat Wolves, but they didn't score even 1 goal in that match. 2 own goals and 1 goal. Wolves scored 3 goals in that match. Everton, Arsenal, when Arsenal, well, it was really terrible match for Arsenal in attack, but penalty, and they won that match 1-0. And right now they have match Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, when Nottingham Forest showed nothing, and Arsenal had a lot of chances for won that match, but they didn't score goals. They had Gyökeres counter-attack, Madueke, Martinelli, they had chances, but this is a balance to lucky matches when you had really awful attack. And Nottingham Forest, when you were really not bad, but you could not score goal. So, like, for me, this is a balance, because you can't have a lot of lucky matches. You had 2 lucky matches, and right now you have Nottingham Forest, and you lost points. The next match, Arsenal will have Manchester United, and that match will be really hard too, because Manchester United, they beat Manchester City, and Arsenal, I think that Arsenal will really great team for Manchester United, because Arsenal, they have high defensive line. Yeah, they have really high defensive line. This high defensive line, and they will play like Manchester City. Yeah, it will another football, but for Manchester United and their pragmatism, their pragmatic football, it will with a great chance win Arsenal. And yeah, maybe Manchester United will play something another, but they don't have another option, and that match, Arsenal Manchester United, it will really hard. And I think that match, which will have Arsenal Manchester United, they maybe will have the same things that they will have problems with attack, like Manchester City, because Manchester United showed that they can stop attacks, they can stop forwards, wingers, so they can stop them and they can have great dangerous counter-attacks. So that match was really interesting because Michael Carrick with this pragmatism and Arteta with his football, with his some problems in defense sometimes, and it will be really interesting. And that match, maybe it will not lucky match for Arsenal because I told that balance. You can't have a lot of lucky matches. Maybe they had some lucky matches too, but I can't remember right now. But that match will be really hard because this is Arsenal. They love play not so great against top teams, and Manchester United who can play against top teams sometimes. So it will be interesting, and I think that Arsenal will lose points in this match. Arsenal, Manchester United. This match, I think that Arsenal, and for me it was really strange that Saka, he didn't play, he wasn't in the first squad. Madueke played in the first minutes. For me it was like, what? Madueke in the first minutes? Really? So this is Arsenal, and very important that Arsenal, they will have match in Champions League. Arsenal Inter, and Inter, it's a really uncomfortable team for a lot of grants because they have tactics 3-5-2 and they really uncomfortable. And Inter, Arsenal, it will be really interesting too. But Manchester United, they don't have they will not have matches in Champions League, in Europe League, in Conference League, and they will fresh. And Arteta, he should choose Arsenal, Inter, try win Inter, or Manchester United, Arsenal, and that you will try win Manchester United because you have great chance for win Premier League. The next, Liverpool again. They did not win Burnley. This match ended in a draw 1-1. Liverpool dominated in this match. They had 33 shots, 12, 13 shots on target, a lot of shots on target. Statistics showed that Liverpool dominated in this match. They could destroy this Burnley, and yeah, Liverpool had really a lot of chances in this match, but they couldn't score the second goal. They had penalty, but it was crossbar for a weird. Finally, he scores goal and he has assists, but they scored only one goal and they had penalty. Yeah, they could win this match. They had everything for win this match, but Burnley, they parked the bus. They thought about the fans that, okay guys, we don't need concede goals, a lot of goals, because this is Liverpool. They have foreign weirds, Hugo Ekitike, Frimpong. They have a lot of players in tech, Cody Gakpo, who can score goals. Yeah, they maybe have sometimes not so great matches, but it doesn't mean that they bad players. Nah, they have only bad matches, but they are not bad players. So we should we don't need lose concentration. And Liverpool had chances, but it was, I don't know how to describe it, because it was like unlucky match, and that that problem that Liverpool think only about attack, because Liverpool conceded. Burnley had one chance, great chance, and they scored that goal because these were midfielders and defenders' mistakes. Because Gravenberg, he saw that the only player he made this plays, but he did nothing. He like there Konate, and it was problem that the only player he's running right now, and Conte he only starts run, so he could not stop that player, and Burnley scored a goal. I think that this is, first of all, this is Gravenberg. This was his mistake, because he saw that the only player he made that pass, and he said that okay, Konate he there, he will stop him, but that player he's running right now. Konate he only starts he only starts run, and he couldn't stop him. So like for me, this match, Liverpool should do something with their tactics, because I thought about that you can't think about attack every time, and you can have this match when you know that your defenders, your midfielders, they can have mistakes. You we will think about attack. We try to score goals, a lot of goals, but you don't score a lot of goals. I think that it's a great tactics when you know that you will score, when you know that your players will score a lot of goals. Yeah, the first match, these tactics were not so bad. They won some matches, 4-3 Newcastle, who else? Right now I can't remember, but they had that match when Liverpool were really awful in the defense, but they were lucky in the attack. Right now, Liverpool have a lot of... Right now they are like Arsenal. When they had some lucky matches, they were awful in attack, and right now they can score that goal, but they are really dominating. They control this game. They really great in attack, but they can score a lot of goals. They can score even one goal, or okay, they score one goal, but they concede goals too. This is the same, I think so, because Liverpool were lucky at that time. They had a lot of losses in a row, and right now, yeah, I think that the losses in a row, it was one of that Liverpool, they have really not so great defense. They had a lot of mistakes, and Liverpool should fix it. And very important, this is a change their tactics, because you had a lot of losses in a row. Right now you have 4 draws in a row, and you know that you can have problems in the defense with midfielders. Sometimes you can have problems with that. Yeah, Liverpool not so awful. Okay, maybe they are not so awful against Arsenal, because they won Arsenal and they didn't lose the last match against Arsenal. But because they think about defense, they think, okay, we should have control that. We should control that defense. We don't need lose concentration in the defense, because this is Arsenal. They can beat really easy. So Liverpool, I think that Arne Slot, he thinks that maybe, I don't know, that England Premier League, this is like Netherlands Eredivisie, when you can have a lot of attacks, a lot of goals. When you think about attack, you know that there are a lot of players not so great in the defense, teams not so great in defense, and you can think only about attack because you know that you have really great, one of the best players in attack in your team. They are playing for your team, and you can think about attack. But this is a Premier League. You should think about not only attack, or you should buy defenders and maybe some midfielders. Because right now Liverpool they don't have really great results this season. Yeah, they are in the top 4, but it doesn't mean that they play really awful in some matches. I think that this match showed this match showed that maybe Arne Slot he will not will long time in Liverpool, because I read news that Xabi Alonso he will the next coach in Liverpool. Maybe if Arne Slot he will not, if he doesn't have great results, Xabi Alonso he will new head coach in Liverpool, and I think that they needed to do this a lot of matches ago, because they had a lot of wins in a row, a lot of losses in a row. You are like, not he would fix it. Yeah, we had a lot of wins, a lot of losses in a row, but I don't know he would fix it, because come on, we won Premier League, but 6, 7 losses in a row. He couldn't fix it, but yeah, he showed, I don't know, he changed nothing. Okay, Salah, he didn't play in some matches, and maybe it helped, but I don't think that Salah, he was problem in this Liverpool. Not. This is tactics, and that they have new team, new forwards, new right back, left back. They have a lot of players, and they can't play really great in the Premier League in the first match. That we can have really great results because we have new great players. Not, they can't play great in the first match. That you won that match, the first 4 matches, it was lucky matches for you. I think that Liverpool will replace Arne Slot, because come on, Xabi Alonso, he showed his ideas, his tactics, how he wants to play, how he wants that his team will play. And for Liverpool, I think that it's a really great option right now, because yeah, he didn't. He had some not so great results in the last match in Real Madrid, but there were one big problem, that players did not buy into the tactics, and it was really big problem for them. For Liverpool, they did not have so a lot of stars like Real Madrid, and they will do everything for win matches. So I hope that maybe Xabi Alonso will new head coach in Liverpool, because I think that he can fix these problems, and I think that Xabi Alonso will say that okay, I will new head coach, but I want that you will buy new defenders, because old Van Dijk, sometimes awful Konate, Miłosz Kerkez, not so great, and yeah, he was really great in the Bournemouth, but he not so great in the Liverpool right now. And you should buy new right wing, new right winger, because Salah, maybe I think that he will leave Liverpool in summer and new right winger, defender. So you should buy new players again. But other thoughts about attack. Forwards, Hugo Ektik, Isak, Miłosz Kerkes, Frimpong, a lot of players in attack, but defense, midfielders, for defense, who will play there? And the last, Real Madrid fired Xabi Alonso, and right now they have new head coach Arbeloa, and I have only one question: how long he will new head coach in Real Madrid? Because Real Madrid right now, I think that they are like Manchester United, like Chelsea, who replace head coach every time, or like Tottenham, they replace head coach really often too. Like for me, it's really the worst idea, replace head coach every time. Manchester United showed that if you replace head coach every time, you have bad results and you can't win trophies. Chelsea the same, they bought a lot of players. Some coaches couldn't build something because they had a lot of players in attack. But what about defense, midfielders? So a lot of clubs show that a lot of head coaches, it's really the worst idea, because a lot of new head coaches, new ideas, new tactics, formations, and like for me, Arbeloa, he will not head coach in Real Madrid really long time, because players, they, first of all, why Real Madrid fired Xabi Alonso? I read news that I told that players did not buy into the tactics, and for me it was like, what? And they didn't want do this pressing the whole match, because Xabi Alonso, his tactics, this is pressure, this is pressing the whole match. And how did Real Madrid win Barcelona in the first match? They had aggressive pressing the whole match, and Barcelona, they didn't have a lot of chances. How Chelsea won Barcelona? Aggressive pressing the whole match, and Barcelona couldn't do something there. They couldn't do anything in that match against Real Madrid, Chelsea, because aggressive pressing the whole match. And Real Madrid won't win matches without pressure, and they wanted to beat Barcelona without pressure, without pressing. Yeah, that match was a lot of days, weeks ago, but it showed that you should have pressing, you should trust your head coach that you will win matches, very important matches, because right now pressing, aggressive pressing, this is a very important, and I already knew that Arbeloa, he will not really long time. They want that Jurgen Klopp, that he will new head coach in Real Madrid, but okay, Jurgen Klopp, but his football, aggressive pressing, this is a gegen pressing, and I don't think that Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Bellingham, Valverde, they won't play this football. Jurgen Klopp, he doesn't need stars, he needs players who will do this pressing, gegen pressing the whole match, who will trust him, because I don't think that players in Real Madrid, these stars, will trust the next head coach in Real Madrid, because they are stars. They had Xabi Alonso, Real Madrid fired him, and they will do everything that they will have comfortable head coach, that they will have trainings, everything without hard work. You can't win matches, you can win trophies without hard work. And I think that right now, Real Madrid, maybe they will have really a lot of problems that they have. Galacticos again, and they wanna buy Holland. I read news that they wanna buy Holland. Why? Why do you need Holland? Because when you have a lot of stars, they will think about, I wanna score goals, I wanna have assists, I want to be a star in the club. But they have Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe, and maybe Holland. Valverde, Chomini, a lot of players, they wanna be stars. But when you have a lot of stars, PSG, they show it that a lot of stars, maybe it's the worst idea, because they had Lionel Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, they had stars and they didn't win Champions League. When they didn't have stars, they won Champions League. And how? They beat Inter 4-0 without any problems. It was really easy final for them. So right now I think that Real Madrid, they will have a lot of problems in the future, that players, when they think that I'm a star, I'm the best, I don't wanna have hard work, you will lose matches. The next match, you will not win match, because without hard work, without tactics, you will not win matches. Because Manchester City, Arsenal, who Chelsea right now, I don't know what will build new head coach, but Arsenal, Manchester City, they will beat this Real Madrid, who don't want to think about pressing, about pressure. Because right now Manchester City, they can stop this Real Madrid, or maybe Arsenal. Arsenal stopped Real Madrid 2 times in the Champions League, and if they play in the Champions League, if they play matches in the Champions League, Arsenal, Liverpool, Arsenal will beat them. Bayern Munich, the same. Their tactics, why Company, how did he do this? Because his tactics, his philosophy, his and players, they trust him every time, and they know how he wanna play, what he wanna build, and very important that club players trust him. In Real Madrid, they don't trust head coach, and Manchester United showed that if you don't trust head coach, you will have awful results. And replace head coach every time, the worst idea. You will not top club, because every time new head coach, new players, new tactics, new everything, and you have chaos. And Real Madrid, who can replace Arbeloa? Because I don't think that he will new head coach long time. And I read news that Real Madrid wants to replace him. Jurgen Klopp, I think that it may be the worst idea for Jurgen Klopp, because players will not play that football. They will not play gegenpressing. And Jurgen Klopp, he likes play gegenpressing. Who else? Pep Guardiola, first of all, he will not head coach in Real Madrid, I think so. And players will not trust him, or maybe they will not play that football. And Pep Guardiola, he's really crazy in tactics, formations, and sometimes you think that, oh my gosh, how first of all, how did you do this? And for players, it will be really hard too. And maybe Mbappe, Bellingham, they will say that it's really hard, something easy, pass, and go. That's all. Some tackles, easy tackles. Tin. I don't think that. I don't think that one of the head coach in the top clubs right now, I don't know who, Pep Guardiola, Arteta, Jurgen Klopp, I don't know who could build something in Real Madrid right now, because Real Madrid with a lot of stars, it's new PSG or new Galacticos when they didn't win trophies, because football, this is about a team that you trust your head coach, and that you know what he wanna play, and that you play that football. Stars in Real Madrid, they will not trust head coach, because this is hard, and a lot of coaches, they think about that you should have pressing, and a football, this is a hard work. It's not about only counter-attacks. This is tactics, formations. You should know how you play your opponent, how should you play against, for example, Arsenal. Right now, Real Madrid, they will not stop Arsenal, Manchester City, or maybe who. I think that this Manchester United who won Manchester City, I think that Manchester United have more chances to stop this Real Madrid with stars. Maybe 85% they have. Without you can't win trophies without hard work, and club, they should trust head coaches, because if not, this is a new Manchester United or Tottenham or maybe Chelsea. It's really sad that Real Madrid had this chaos and saw a lot of stars. Vinicius, Mbappe, Bellingham, Valverde, Rodrigo. Maybe Rodrigo, he's not so star like Vinicius, Mbappe, but it will really chaos in the Real Madrid without hard work, and maybe they will not win trophies without hard work. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and drop your comments. What do you think about Real Madrid, new coach, and what do you think about Arsenal, or maybe what do you think about another match? You can drop your comments, and see you next time.